play on BS. It was very curious who I would get in the first game, because I'm in the absolute middle. I wasn't sure if I was going to get one of the weakest guys of the tournament or one of the best. Okay, let's go for a variation here, which I kind of know. Though I should definitely study this variation again. It's the line with knight f3 and bishop e3. Grandmaster Frode Urkedal helped me prepare this for a game once. Now it's what I play mostly against the Grunfeld. Oh wow, I was about to mouse slip a move with a queen. Bishop e3, over protecting the pawn on d4. There are a few things black can do here. Queen a5, queen d2, and then go for these endgames. This is also possible. I think you go rook c1 here, with the idea of d5, because now you defend the pawn on c3 after the move d5. If I would have played d5 here, then the pawn on c3 isn't defended. Pawn takes d4. It's very rare in the Grunfeld that you take with anything apart from the pawn. Okay, queen d2. I think actually it's best taking with the knight, the computer says in a high depth. Though it's very close taking with the bishop king or the knight, they are very similar in value. But I think Stockfish 11 on depth 50 claims that knight takes d2 is better. I didn't investigate this as much as I should have, perhaps, so I don't really know. I'll go d5, I guess. Knight b4, a3. So knight e5 is also not a problem. Knight d4. The knight is a bit strangely placed here, that's for sure. I guess we'll go bishop e2 just to get my pieces out. If knight g4, I'll play bishop c5, threatening the pawn in e7, so that's not a problem. h5 is a very strange move, I don't believe in it, I will just castle. And now I want to play rook c7 and start using the open c-file, which I've got very nice control of. Maybe rook c7 instead of castling would have been better, but who knows. Okay, now definitely rook c7 is the move. It's very strange by my opponent to play h5, king h7. I've never seen this idea in the Grunfeld, so I don't think it's actually good. Okay, he goes for e6. Now I could push d6. That is very interesting, actually. What else can I do? I could take on e6, bishop takes e6, rook takes b7, bishop takes a2, rook takes a7, with some winning chances, though d6 seems like the more dynamic option, though it might simply be bad as well, so you have to be careful with making such moves. As d6. See, f4, knight g4, bishop takes g4, pawn takes g4, d6. How bad really is that? I don't know, it doesn't look too bad to me actually. I'll go for f4, I guess. Then after knight g4 I will take it and go d6. Knight d7 is a passive move, of course, so maybe bishop c5 is better, I don't know. I'll go for d6, though this was my plan, threatening the move d7. So now I think he needs to go rook d8, and then I go e5 and have a very nice pawn chain. And I think a pretty solid advantage. He wants bishop a6 now. This is kind of smart, so d7, bishop a6. I'll go for e5, I guess. If bishop a6, I'll go rook fc1, I think. And then I might have ideas of knight e4, knight g5 maybe. It's interesting what I will do if he places a rook on c8. Probably I wouldn't really care too much. Yeah, it seems as if white has a very strong positional advantage due to this beautiful pawn chain. Also, if my opponent tries to break it with f6, I wouldn't really care after knight e4, pawn takes e5, pawn takes e5, as bishop takes e5 isn't possible. Okay, my opponent is trying to break apart my pawn chain. This is not too stupid of an attempt. I have the move g3 if I want. Knight e4 might also be possible. I guess I'll go for g3 and take with a pawn on f4 to try and keep my pawn on e5 defended by a pawn as opposed to a bishop. Interesting. I guess I'll go for knight e4. I wonder if knight f2 is an idea at any given point, but probably not. Yeah, f6 is definitely a very interesting move for my opponent. I don't know if I can play bishop d4, because maybe he gets pawn takes e5, pawn takes c5, rook f4. But if I take with a pawn, no, here I have knight g3. This I don't think is a good move by him at all. This is what I was kind of hoping for. I guess I'll play rook c3 with the idea of rook a3 and then picking up the pawn on a7. My opponent defends against this. Let's go rook a3 anyways, because it's not so easy to defend the pawn on a7 as the pawn on b6 would be hanging. I think I need to speed up a little as well. It's a pretty smart idea because I'm down to 30 seconds. My opponent also doesn't have too much time though. So what to do? Guess I will take and then take on a7. This isn't exactly what I want to play, but I wasn't sure if bishop d4 would hold. It wasn't easy to say. Knight e4 I guess, trying to defend this pawn. Bishop takes b6 is what I want next. What to play? Still take and then take on b6. Oh wow, that's strange, I actually missed that was possible. It's not good. Yeah, I'm also playing on a laptop now, and this is where it becomes so annoying to have a touchpad, because it takes ages to make a move. Yes! 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 Holy, that was so undeserved. Let's just make a few quick moves to get some time on the clock. I think this is unstoppable now. A rook b8 checkmate. Oh wow, I mean I gave him good chances to get a draw that in this game. Let's have a quick look at how I could have played better. Yeah, this is a very suspect idea by my opponent, so I should definitely have something in this position. Maybe it's just better to take and accept that I have pretty good winning chances in this position. Yes. I will of course shamelessly advertise. And here white is up a pawn and has pretty decent winning chances. So this is what I should have gone for, I think. But instead in the game I played f4, which looks very tempting because I get such a strong passed d-pawn, a protected passer, but I give him the bishop pair as well. I think he reacted correctly with the move b6. Now d7 is answered by bishop a6. Here maybe e5 right away. Oh wait, it's what I did, isn't it? Here my opponent played g5. I think it's a very important pawn break, and I think g3 wasn't really necessary to play. That it's not that easy to make a move, but maybe if I try to be faster with the counterplay of rook c3, and here if he goes f6, I guess I just take. Yeah, it seems as if white's counterplay is faster if I don't spend time on g3 and go rook c3 with the idea of rook a3 right away. Let's have a look at the top game, guys. Ooh, someone with 1300 got a point. That's pretty impressive. Okay, the highest game is now Baki 78 playing Forantes. Might end up being the longest. I will shamelessly plug in my Twitch so people could see. Yeah, it wasn't the longest because black just flagged. Oh my. Yeah, I mean, this is of course a theoretical draw and ooh, hello everyone, Devish the King, welcome. Welcome to the stream, everyone. You enjoying it? Welcome, my good friend Yoav Milikov. And the king, Devish the king. I am Noam, not Noah. Oh, we get our new opponent. Praven B 2002. Sounds familiar, I think I've heard something about this guy before, but who knows. Ah, nice, Devish the king, that you've just created your stream, nice. My opponent goes d4, I'll go d5. 6. Let's see what he has in mind. If he goes knight f3 or knight c3, let's go knight f6. I wonder if he will go for the Catalan. Because then I have some... okay, I guess I'll go for the sharp line with pawn takes c4 first. You know this very modern rook ab8 idea. Most likely it's what will happen in the game, so you guys will get to see what it is. Knight c6 next, trying to keep this pawn on c4. e3 is the main line, defending the pawn on d4 in many variations, and here I'll go for the sharp move rook ad8. The idea is to play b5, bishop b7, so White should play knight fd2, and here I try to fight in the center with e5. This is one of the sharpest lines in the entire chess game. Ah, that's how it is, Devish the king. It's not good to lie though, it's not good to lie. Okay, knight g4 is the move here. Knight takes c4, bishop e6. I wish I could remember the theory here a bit better. After knight bd2 I remember bishop b4, but that's about it. And then you try and push h5, h4 at some point. Yeah, the theory here is so complicated. You just want to do on some... Okay, fine, Devish the king, we understand. Follow, who is it? Devish the king. Hey, thank you for the follow, Devish the king. That's what I like to see. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot. Thank you, thank you. Queen e2 and queen c2 are also possible moves, but knight bd2 is the most common. b3 is also playable. Yeah, I've got so many files on this opening, but it's so complicated, you can't really rationalize the moves, so it becomes so difficult to remember. But by force I think White has one variation which gives White very good winning chances, and the thing is it's so forced that Black can't do anything about it either. This isn't the main move, but maybe it's not too stupid to try and go for a completely new variation. Yeah, usually when you have the bishop pair, it's in your favor to get the queens off the board. Yeah, the good thing here is that I don't remember what to do. I'll play bishop b4 as in the main line. I guess bishop takes d2 is an idea in this position, and then take on e5, and that position is very equal, I think. Said the S word I'm reporting. Which word did I say? Devish the king, which S word did I say? What do you mean, man, S word? Ah, okay, you're just kidding around. Okay, that's good. You scared me a little there. I don't want to get reported for saying an S word. What kind of S word could it be? I wonder what my opponent could play here. Yeah, now it's tempting to take on d2, knight takes d2, knight takes e5. Should I do it? Yeah, let's do it. It's a pretty equal endgame, but what can I do? Knight d3 being very cheeky, threatening some cheapos with knight takes c1. My opponent should defend with knight e4 or something, I think. How do I try and be tricky here? Yeah, looking for those dirty tricks. And it's actually so close to working. Stuff like bishop h3, rook d1, bishop g4, king g2, bishop takes f3, king takes f3, knight e5, but then he has king e2 sadly, so come on. But it feels as though Black has a chance of having something in this position, so I should definitely be on the lookout for tactics. They might very easily end up popping up. I didn't see any. Bishop h3, rook d1, bishop g4, king g2, and I don't see what to do next. Oh my! I'll have the knight takes f4 in the end of the variation. Oh, but then it's just very good to play bishop h3. And then it's very good, because I get knight takes f4 after king g2. Oh my! Yeah, this actually wins some material. Yeah, thank you, Halvard, reported for being too good at chess. Oh, this guy wants a repetition. He's quite high rated. Should I give him a repetition and be boring even though I might have a slight advantage? Or should I try and win this game? Because I do have a repetition by force. Let's be a man and try and win this game. I'm not chickening out. The word was S. Yeah, always go for the win, my friend. Always go for the win. Though the problem is this position isn't that great, to be honest. It's not bad, but you can end up losing this position no problem. I guess I will take on c3 and then take the pawn on e3. Yeah, I had a greater time edge before, but I think the position is maybe slightly better for black. So I should be ambitious and try and win. I might regret it, but at least I tried. It's a good experience for sure. The pawn on a3 is a bit hanging. It's slightly hanging there, but rook takes a3, rook e7. I give him a little bit of activity, then king f8 though. I guess I'll take and then go king f8. Fortunately, my opponent doesn't have ideas with f5, as then the knight on d4 is hanging. So he needs to address this issue somehow. Maybe knight c6. Then maybe rook here makes a bit of sense. Then knight e5. Oh, I need to be careful. Let's go rook d2 in that case. I have bishop f3 ideas. So knight e5 makes sense. My opponent is being very cheeky and he's threatening a checkmate. Let's go f6 to defend against it. Rook b8 checkmate. Maybe it wasn't the best defense, to be honest. I should have played g6 instead, yeah. Because now he gets rook b7 and he's able to take with check on c6. Yeah, I shouldn't have given him this. Now he's clearly a bit better. But it's not the end of the world. I have good chances of holding. Oh no! It's tactically not working for me. My opponent now has some tactics. Let's go here. Oh no, I just blundered the game away. Oh my. Bloody hell, now I'm just completely lost. Oh no! I could have taken that draw and now I just gave him rook h5 as well. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What a sad loss. But I'll make a few more moves just for the sake of it. Why not? Maybe my opponent will flag, I don't know. I can dream about my opponent. In my dreams my opponent will flag, but in reality, not so sure. Not so sure. I don't have those stalemate tricks either. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have any tricks here either. Yeah, I can resign this game. Oh wow! I went for the win and I lost. Oh my. I tried to flag him. Yeah, Devich the king. Nice idea. Halvard, that's my way to play chess. Always play for the win. Yeah, it's true, Halvard. It's a very good strategy because you gain more experience. Let's have a look at what I did wrong. Because I definitely did something wrong. I felt as if I was slightly better when I could have taken the repetition by moves. Yeah, I could have gone bishop h3 here, but it's very boring to take draws like this. Let's see, here c5 I think is a correct move, but I lost. Yeah, my sister is asking who won, rubbing it in my face. Does anyone else know how to live stream? Yeah, I mean, I know because I'm doing it right now. It's not so difficult actually, Devich the Chess King. I think c5 is an interesting move by me for sure. And here I thought a lot about taking with the knight or taking here, but I think taking on c1 makes a lot of sense. And here maybe I should have been greedy and taken on a3 because a pawn is a pawn after all. Because after rook e7 I have king here, but I wasn't so sure about this position here. Because my opponent has a lot of activity. I can obviously not take this knight due to a back rank mate. So let's say I defend and play g6, maybe to give my king a some breathing space. And I'm now threatening to take the knight, knight c6. But this position I feel is very good actually for black, because black is able to penetrate on the second file. Yeah, I should have taken on a3, I guess, instead of taking on e1 as I did in the game. Okay, I took on e1 and played the logical move king f8. And yeah, here I made a very big mistake when I played f6. I should have gone g6, because it turns out that after rook b8, king g7, rook b7, I now could do more things. Let's say rook here. And it's very important that the rook doesn't take on c7 with check, as it does after I played f6. So I should have played g6 instead of f6. I guess I'll remember that for later, to be careful to not give your opponent checks in this scenario. Yeah, sad loss, because I felt as if I could beat this guy for sure. Yeah. Yeah, after f6 suddenly my position became horrible, as my opponent is able to take on c7 with check, and it's pretty much a pawn up. And here I actually made a few tactical errors. I think king f8 is better, just staying a bit passive and calm. Though it's clear that white should be better, though black has some counterplay actually, because the rook and the bishop cooperate well together. Did the chat delete? What do you mean, did the chat delete, David the King? I don't fully understand. Let's have a look at the top game, guys. Ooh, there's one game left. Aha, chess. Just got flagged against Jacob Pulpan. And we got our next opponent, some kind of avocado. Ooh, avocado tastes pretty nice, actually. Let's go for d4 in this game, I guess. Just like in my first game. Yeah, avocado is nice. It did to me. Good luck on the third round. Thank you, David the King. Thank you. Let's go for c4. Typical Queen's Gambit. The Slav. Do I know anything funky against the Slav? Oh, I haven't played the exchange Slav in so long. Let's give it a shot. The thing is that white is able to develop their pieces slightly more comfortably, so white has a very minuscule advantage. How is fresh avocado? Fresh avocado. Yeah, that would be a cool nickname, David the King. I like it. I like how it sounds. Okay, knight f6. I don't remember what you play, so let's just play bishop f4. Get the bishop out of the pawn chain. Then I want to play e3 next. Bishop d3 is how you set up the pieces. If bishop g4, then you get queen b6, queen b3, sorry. That's the entire idea of this opening. That black isn't able to develop their bishop as easily as white was. The light squared bishop outside of the pawn chain, so I mean either a bishop on f5 or g4 isn't very easy to obtain for black. While for white, I've got my bishop on f4 and I'm happy enjoying a bishop out of the pawn chain. So I think my opponent should probably play e6, but then his bishop is stuck inside the pawn chain. I'm not sure if it's enough for an advantage to white, but maybe slightly more pleasant to play. The exchange Slav is actually something played by a good friend of mine. Fudur Kidali goes for bishop g4. Let's go queen b3, attacking the pawn on b7. Oh yeah, this is a line here for sure. Throwing queen a4 check, maybe. Maybe not. Huh. Yeah, then he might have b5 when I think about it. But let's play it anyways. I don't think b5 is that big of a problem. And then queen c2, I guess. Am I the only one watching? David the King, you're not the only one watching. Someone followed me. Who was it? Morpheus Red-Headed Sheepdog. Thank you so much for the follow, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Now I have ideas of knight e5. I guess I want a castle. I should sometimes be aware of knight h5 ideas, trying to win my bishop on f4. So maybe I should play h3 in the near future, like right about now. It's interesting for my opponent to play knight h5 in this position, to be honest, but I don't think it's that great. Bishop e5, knight c6. It's not idiotic, you can definitely think about it, but I don't know why the intuition tells me it's not great. Let's go h3 to prevent ideas of knight h5, so that I have the h2 square for my bishop. Let's get a rook on the open c file. Let's play knight a4. Ah, he wants knight b4, I see. Let's go queen e2, I guess, to prevent knight b4. And then I might want to play knight a4 with the idea of knight c5 next. But I have to be careful of knight takes d4 tactics. They could always end up hanging in there. But I guess a3, rook c2, rook fc1 is an idea in this position. Because knight b4 is definitely an idea. So if I play rook c2 right away, my opponent gets knight b4, which I might not want to allow. So it's probably best to play something like a3 in this position, then rook c2, rook fc1. Okay, knight a4, my opponent has knight takes d4. But a3, he might have knight a5, then I have knight e5. Okay, a3 is a good move. Next, rook c2, rook fc1 is the plan, doubling on the c file. This is the plan. A man with a plan. Here I wanted to go knight e5, prevent the idea of knight c4, and put my knight well in the center. I could also consider taking the bishop here and taking on d7. I have a pretty decent time advantage in this position. Yeah, I want to continue with my plan of rook c2 as well. My opponent wants to play knight c4, interesting. I think I will let him do it actually, play rook c2. And if knight c4, I am intending to take on e5. Or maybe a4 right away is also a good move. Yeah, let's try a4 right away. This was my idea, trying to break up his pawns a little. Then why am I the only one chatting? I don't know, but I could see that a couple of people are watching. You're not the only one. Okay, takes. Here I thought I would get an advantage after I take here. Let's do it. Because my opponent has a very bad pawn structure now. The pawns on a6 and a4 aren't really that great extra pawns. But I have an extra pawn in the center, which is much more important than this ugly double pawns. Let's be greedy and just take the pawn. Then maybe play bishop d3 back. Yeah, let's get our final rook into the game with rook fc1. I guess I could exchange these pawns, I don't see the issue. Maybe rook b1 is a decent move attacking the queen. And here, I could exchange pieces with the move knight b5 or knight e4. Let's go knight b5, it seems kind of decent to me. Threatening to take the bishop. Okay, he gives up the bishop pair. How to take, with the rook or with the bishop? I guess I'll take with the rook. I don't think there is a big difference. I am Morphy's free leg chair on chess.com as well. Hey, welcome, Morphy's free leg chair. I hope you're loving the stream. Yeah, I don't really want to trade off the bishop pair, but it doesn't seem as if I have much choice. I guess I will take. And then what do I do next? I'll play the passive rook b1, I guess, with the idea of rook bc1. It's not a move I want to make, but I don't see the problem. Doubling rooks. Maybe I'll take back with the queen on c2 if my opponent takes. Just play bishop e4 maybe, creating a little pin potentially. Then queen c6 looks reasonable. It's in my favor to trade queens, I think, and my opponent flags. Because usually... Anyway, yeah, I can just flag him, but it's not that easy because there is a 1 second increment damage the king. And a rook and a bishop cooperate better together than a rook and a knight in most positions. Not all, but it tends to be a thing to strive for. Hey, GM Ramesh, thank you for the follow. Are you actually a grandmaster, or did you just put GM before your name? Yeah, I flagged them, but I was also winning, I think, because I'm a pawn up. And usually 5 against 4 is winning with the rook on, and I think it's in my favor to have the bishop against the knight. Yeah, maybe my opponent could try and avoid the queen exchange. Yeah, usually the queen and the knight cooperate better together, while the rook and the bishop cooperate better together. Let's have a quick look at the game, I guess, see if there was anything interesting. Yeah, here I wasn't sure if my opponent could go b5, which might be possible. It's very tempting to sacrifice on b5, but I'm not sure if I get anything, because after knight c7 my opponent can just take. So I don't think I can sacrifice, and I go queen c2, rook here maybe. And it's not so clear actually if white is better. So maybe I was tricked in the opening. I'll have to have a look at that with chess space later on. My opponent went bishop d7, queen c7, now e6. Developing the knight to f3, bishop e7, castling, getting the king into safety. h6, a very slow move, but maybe it's not so bad. h3, my idea is that now I could always answer knight h5 with bishop h2. My opponent castled in the game, I went rook ac1. Maybe I should have played knight e4 beforehand, I don't know. Now my opponent went knight c6, queen e2. Subscribe to my YouTube. You're a fake one, GM Ramesh. Oh my. Don't be a faker. But okay, I'll take it. Devish the King posting his YouTube channel in the chat. Okay. Yeah, fellow chess lovers for sure. Murphy's red-headed sheepdog. It's a lot of names. It's a long name. And my opponent played rook ac8, a3. To prevent knight b4, so if I play rook c2 right away, knight b4 I think is a good move, so I just wanted to prevent it. And here my opponent played a bit slowly with knight a5, giving me knight e5, and after b5, rook c2, knight c4, I went a4. I think my opponent should just ignore it, because I realized I don't actually really have a threat. So maybe it wasn't that great for me, but after my opponent took on a4, it became clear that I'm almost winning, if not winning. And I got a very significant advantage. I see, GM Ramesh. Ooh, a final game. Oh wait, this is from last round. So what is the final game now? Yeah, there's always that one game that lasts much longer than all other games. Wow. I think the opponents are trying to flag each other in this completely equal position. Because both players have very few pieces left and they've also got equal pieces. I can't really say that someone has much more activity than their opponent, so I mean the only reason they would be playing on is to try and flag each other, which is a bit funny, I think. Let's see if they're able to flag each other or if they get a draw. Yeah, okay, finally they agreed to a draw after making, I don't know, 50 unnecessary moves, let's say. The next round should be starting pretty soon. I wonder who I'll get in the next round. I get some kind of Keaton. Ooh, I beat him last title Tuesday. Let's try and beat him again. I'll go d4, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should play something else than d4 as well, because it's not so good to only play one move. c3. Ooh, the king's Indian. Now, as if you've been watching my videos, you know very well that h3 is the move that refutes the king's Indian. Oh no, I've been tricked. Maybe my opponent hasn't played d6 and it makes a difference. Oh wow. Let's see if I have been tricked or not. I think bishop e3 makes sense. If he plays d6, then it transposes, but no. Maybe this is some trickery. I wonder if it is. It could be, because black hasn't played the move d6 and it changes up all variations. Oh wow. Maybe I've been tricked, guys. I've been tricked, yeah. But okay, let's see what to play. What can I play in this position? Bishop d3 is possible, but it's not something I want to play. f3, but f3 looks a bit ugly as well. Let's see, bishop d3, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4. I don't see the... but then knight e5. So I should play f3. Yeah, after bishop d3, the move knight e5 becomes very annoying. Yeah, you're right, GM Ramesh. After bishop d3, I wasn't very happy with the move knight e5. Okay, I'll go bishop e2 now. Take on d4. Yeah, I've been a little bit tricked here. If rook c8, then I was intending to go knight d5, but maybe it's good for my opponent to take with a bishop on d5. How to take back? I'll take with a pawn and claim that the pawn in e7 is weak, because it's a backward pawn, but it's not very weak, to be honest. I can't really go around claiming it's a super weak pawn. Let's play rook e1, try and put pressure on the e7 pawn. I don't know if f4 is a move I want to make. Maybe I'll play rook ad1 and try and trade queens this way. It's so tempting to play queen h8 checkmate, but the computer doesn't let me because my queen is pinned. This is so funny, guys. Yeah, but actually I was like, oh, I have checkmate in one, but no, I can't play that Davidge the king because my queen is pinned. I would really like to play it, but there's a problem, yeah, with playing online. You can't really cheat. Okay, bishop g4 makes a lot of sense, I think. Yeah, it's not possible to cheat online and make these illegal moves. You know, if it would have been a game over the board, then I could simply have played queen h8. And if my opponent notices, okay, I say, sorry, I didn't notice. But if he doesn't notice, then too bad for him. What to do next? It's tempting to get out of this pin, but I don't really see a reason to be that worried about it. Just going for cheapos. Let's go really aggressive with g4. I think it would make the pawn structure change in an interesting way. I wasn't intending to cheat. Oh, so sorry. I didn't cheat on purpose. Like, come on. Okay, I'll take here maybe. Yeah, my opponent is starting to generate some serious play. I should have played a4 or something to prevent this b5 pawn break. Suddenly I don't like my position too much. Let's play b3, I guess. Yeah, it's so annoying how I couldn't play queen h2, but I guess I shouldn't focus on that and should instead focus on the game. Yeah, my pawn on d5 becomes a bit isolated, but my opponent also has some weak pawns. So it's not a very clear position. I'll go king g2, I guess. Yeah, he takes automatically, not falling for any cheapos. I'll play rook e2. Oh no, I'm losing a pawn. Oh no, what a bad blunder by me. Oh no. Holy smokes, that was so unnecessary. Rook e2 and then he has rook takes d5 in the end. Okay, I guess I'll preserve my central pawn, but this is terrible now. Yeah, I'm just down a very important pawn. It seems as if he's going to get his revenge. No, but if I play rook e2, he takes and then takes on e5. So it doesn't seem like a great move. I should try and play rook c3 at some point to get counterplay, but he's even defending the c8 square, so I have no counterplay whatsoever. Idiot, you. Come on, don't call me an idiot. Rook e2 was a bad move anyways. Come on, man. What to do? I guess I'll take and then try and get an active king. Heading for the g5 square with the king, trying to generate some counterplay, but failing miserably. Yeah, why didn't I play rook d3? Bloody hell. So unnecessary of me to give him this. How to make a bad position worse, yeah? Here maybe. Terrible. Unbelievable. Okay, I mean, I'm so low on time as well. And it's so annoying with a touchpad. It takes 2 seconds to make a move, so I'm screwed. I need to start pre-moving at some point. Yeah, just casually playing a position a few pawns down. Just chilling. Yeah, like completely losing position. But after rook b5 I have rook c7 and I get a tiny bit of counterplay. Flip, he had this brilliant move. I missed it completely. If I take on b4 he checkmates me. I only have the h-pawn now. Come on, h-pawn. Harry, be a queen. Yeah, the h-pawn is my only hope in this position. But of course it's nothing. Okay, though, let's try and push it a little. Oh no, I blundered it away and I lost on time. Wow, losing in 2 ways at the same time. Nick of TM, I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is one of the worst games I've played in a long time. It's very rare that a player of my strength plays so badly. Yeah, here I shouldn't have played h3. I should maybe have played bishop e3. And then after d6 play h3. This is my first mistake. And here I was very impractical after h3 as well. I fought for way too long. After I was shocked with the move queen a5. I should just have blitzed out f3. But I think the position afterwards isn't particularly good for me. What did he do? He took and then played bishop e6. It's always a difficult decision if you go for knight d5 or not, because I've heard that Ah, Fufus, welcome Fufus. Feel free to follow me so you don't miss out. It's a very difficult decision if you go knight d5 because, okay, on one hand this pawn on e7 is very weak, but also my bishop on e2 is also not a strong bishop, as I have so many pawns on light squares. This bishop doesn't really have any prospect. Also my opponent has counterplay with b5, so he should just play the a4 I think when he was ready to play that. Ah, nice Fofos. Ah, yeah, I guess my strategy is working. I think e4 was a good option for first move. Yeah, it's playable to play e4. Bobby Fischer used to like it. Yes, it's playable. Yeah, I should just have played bishop e3 instead of h3. Played h3 a bit too automatically, I guess. Let's have a look at the games that are being played. Nakachak, just like Nakamura, except that it's someone completely different. Okay, whoa, look at that time situation. Oh no! I think he blundered. Oh wait, this is a trick. Wow, this is such a smart trick. How does Alexander Grishuk see rook g5 so quickly? He has 1 or 2 seconds left, and yeah, but he's really good in playing at when he has time trouble. Ah, I see, David the King. I mean, it makes sense because your username on Twitch is the same. Let's see who is the top board. I mean, who is playing some Go GIF guy? Okay, fair enough. Oh wait, this is Anton Korobov. Yeah, not some kind of guy. Yeah, Anton Korobov is a pretty strong player actually. I think he's been over 2,700 many times, but he has a bit lower. Do they earn money? I have a doubt why everyone's streaming. You have to affiliate with Twitch, and in order to do so, you need 50 followers and an average of 3 viewers. So the criteria aren't that big. Missing the underscores in there. What do you mean, Devish? Ah, you don't have the underscores. What do you mean? Chess in May. Yeah, but I said your username was similar, Devish the King. I didn't say it was exactly the same. Okay, yeah, this position, white will obviously try to win here, but it's a very easy draw. Though with only seconds left, it's not so stupid to try and win. You never know what your opponent will do. Okay, I see, Davish the King. There's another game going on. Wow! Yeah, this is actually a very instructive moment I want to point out. What? King takes c2? Holy smokes, guys, that's crazy. But the instructive moment I want to point out is that this bishop on e4 completely dominates this knight on e1. This is a typical situation when this knight has no moves due to this bishop. This happened in a game when my opponent was able to do this against me, and it was so annoying, so annoying. But here, what is king takes c2? This is crazy, what on earth? You obviously play bishop takes c2 and queen, but after king takes c2, white is able to take the pawn and black has insufficient mating material. Okay, you guys wanted to see the standings. Let's see who's leading. Oh, Grishuk. I'm a big fan of Grishuk. He has a nice accent. Very good humor as well. I guess this is Vidit Santogorachi. Yeah, also pretty cool guy. Who else do we have here? It seems as if Nakamura has less than 4 points. Yeah, maybe Nakamura has lost against someone. I wonder who Nakamura lost to. Yeah, I can't see him in the standings anywhere. This is strange, maybe I didn't look closely enough. Yeah, David the King, I also wonder about this. Seems as if he's lost or something. There's a planned 5-minute break after round 4. Wait, so yeah, it's round 4 now. Fair enough. Yeah, let's try and find Nakamura. I don't know if this works. Cancel. Yeah, I guess this trick doesn't work. I wanted to search up his name, but I guess this function doesn't work somehow. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm struggling to find Nakamura. Did he lose or something? It seems as if he might have lost. Even at 3 out of 4 points I can't find him. Oh wow. No, did he lose more than one game? That's incredible if he did. Where is Nakamura? I can't seem to find him. Oh wow, I think he might have lost. He's not at 2.5 points either. What? How is this possible? Where is Nakamura? He is 3.5. Oh, that explains it. Fair enough. Okay, I see. Yeah, Joe Spam is leading. I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy? Jose Eduardo Martinez Alcantara. Fair enough. No, not for see the Twitch. He has 3.5 points. I guess I need to look again and maybe search more carefully, because he's not at the top with 3.5 points. He's hiding well. He's in there he is. Yeah, I'm just so used to seeing him at the top with the score he has. So if he has 3.5 points, I expect him to be the first with 3.5 points. But he clearly isn't. Oh wow. There's 2 minutes left of the break. Fair enough, guys. Yeah, with the chess. Ooh, Grandmaster Robert Hess is also fighting. I wonder what that is. Big Fish and Pokes is. I wonder what that is. Morpheus, the red sheep-headed dog. I wonder. I'm not so good with these emoticons. I'm not very used to them. Humayun to fight. Humayun. Yeah, okay, I don't understand this guy's username, but he must be good if he's got 4 out of 4 points. He is. What do you mean by free? He is 3 points, GM Ramesh. Yeah, waiting for the pairing. Are there any surprising results? Let's have a look at if there's anyone really good who's had a very bad tournament. That's always interesting to look at. Yeah, so many players have more than 2 points. It's frustrating. Oh, this guy I know pretty well. Nihal Sarin with only 2 points. Okay, I feel a little bit better about 2 points now. If also Nihal Sarin has it. Oh wow, he must have had a very bad tournament. Big Fish is 3 points. Yeah, 3 points isn't too great, I think, for Big Fish and all these big names. I mean, they tend to have like 4 out of 4 points, usually. Sometimes 3.5 is Hikaru Nakamura, but 3 isn't good. Of course, I'm not the one to speak with only 2 points, but still. Sarin took a break. Really? How do you know this, GM Ramesh, that Nihal Sarin took a break? I guess it's a bit reflected by his rating, because his rating has been very stable. It hasn't gone up. I mean, I remember before his rating used to consistently, he would play a tournament, his rating would go up. He would play another turn, and his rating would just grow and grow, but now it suddenly stopped, yeah? He was studying for 10th STD. Yeah, school basically kills your chess career. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of school myself, actually. Because it really creates factory workers. It creates a very passive mentality. Because usually, yeah, that would be really nice, Devish the King, if I would be paired with Nihal Sarin. Usually the teacher tells the student, this is what you have to do and this is what you have to do. And this makes the student very passive in his approach to learning. Because let's say a student has a test, his teacher says, you have to study this and this to pass the test. Then the student isn't encouraged to study anymore. Okay, we get Cesar with a rating of 2,300, national master from the USA. Okay. Should I go e5 or c6? Let's play e5. I've played the Caro-Kann for like very many years now, but I'm starting to learn the move e5. Though I don't have everything memorized yet. Okay, a6 is the move I had a little look at here. Bishop a7. Oh wait, no, I go d5 I think here. If I'm not mixing up theory, hopefully I'm not. Yeah, d5 is always a very interesting move in the Italian, because as we see black has more space, but this pawn might potentially get attacked. A queen e2 I don't believe in, let's just castle. Knight takes e5, I could obviously take back, so that's not an issue. I can play knight f4, but I'm not so sure if it's a strong move. Let's just go rook e8, guys, defend the pawn on e5 just in case. If bishop g5, I'll play f6, I guess. Next I might want to play bishop g4, get my final minor piece out. It is 11:30 in India. Whoa, it's quite late in India, I guess. Maybe he wants to sleep. Yeah, maybe he has been studying all day and all he wants is to sleep, and then there is title Tuesday, yeah? Okay, my opponent goes bishop g5, let's play f6. It weakens this diagonal a little bit, but I don't really see the problem either. I don't see how my opponent could punish it. He's trying. How to play. Bishop a7 looks possible, but I could definitely consider taking on f4. Which one to play? I guess I'll go for bishop a7, I don't see the problem. Next I want to go bishop e6. Rar follower. Yeah, my goal is 50 followers, I guess. Something like that. Okay, let's go bishop e6. This was my plan, get my final piece out. How to take back? I guess I'll take with the knight. I don't think there's a big difference if I take back with the rook or with the knight, but maybe it was better to take with the rook, so d4 wouldn't have been so tempting. But it's actually not so tempting because my rook is on the same line as the queen. But my opponent does it nevertheless. Oh wow. It's so typical when I say something isn't tempting and then my opponent does it. What to play in this position? If I go knight f4, what would my opponent do? Queen e4. I also have knight c6 in this position, but I don't know just how great it is. I guess I'll just take on d4. I don't see the issue. I have 47 followers. Yeah, that's not too bad. Pretty decent, I think. Considering that I began streaming like 5 days ago. Yeah, I would love to get to 50 followers in this stream. That would be a dream. So please try and make that happen, guys. Why did I pre-move queen takes e8? I don't think my opponent will ever play that move. Okay, he goes here. Maybe I should play knight c6. Then he goes knight f5. Bishop g6. It could get a bit annoying, but I don't... Wow! It really weakens my structure. I didn't want to play knight c6 anyways, but my mouse is too sensitive. I realized that you can just take on c6 and get a much better structure. Oh no. Yeah, I'm going to have to hustle him some here. Maybe I could push the a pawn. This is definitely an idea to try and make the b pawn a bit more exposed and weak. This is definitely something I could try. Okay, knight f3, what does my opponent want? Knight d4, maybe, I don't know. Let's go a5. So that after knight d4 I could play queen... Maybe I need to be careful here. I wanted to play queen d6, but then knight f5 and I need to be somewhat careful. I have queen f8, but not ideal. I really wonder if I'm able to play the move a4 in this position. Not sure. A4, knight takes c6, queen d6, bishop takes a4. I probably can, so what do I do then? Yeah, my position might not be so great, to be honest, when I think about it. How to defend this pawn on c6. Yeah, not a very easy task, to be honest. Let's go queen d6. I guess it's less than ideal, of course, but I didn't see a better way to defend this pawn. I was thinking about the move h5 as well, but it also seemed a bit weakening. I think knight f5, queen f8, knight h6 is good for my opponent, and his bishop is slightly better than my knight. And he gets a little advantage, which is annoying, but what can I do? We both have less than a minute, so it's definitely possible to mess up. Guess I'll go rook a6. It's not the move I want to make, but I don't see how else to defend this pawn on c6. Maybe I had knight e7 as well. It could have been something. Let's go queen c5 maybe, getting out of this d-file. Next maybe bishop g6 is a possible move. Yeah, probably. Defending against mate on g7. You also have some tricks with knight takes c3 and stuff. Let's go knight e7. I'm threatening bishop h5 now. So take with the knight. Yeah, I gave him queen d7. This is much less than ideal, of course. I think just bad for me. Let's try to be active, though I think my opponent will punish me. Bishop b3 looks like a pretty strong move. And I think my position is losing. Yeah, this was less than fortunate, to put it that way. Hopefully he moves his rook on f1, that's my only hope, to be honest. Just come on, just move your rook on f1, I know you can do it, man. Instead he blocks the mate, yeah? Removing all my tricks, queen e7 and yeah. Oh my, what a terrible game, losing to a very weak player. Or at least compared to me, rating-wise. Yeah, I experimented with a new opening, but queen e2 is a terrible move, I think. And here I should have taken with the rook to prevent d4. I shouldn't have blitzed out knight takes a7. And here it's equal, but knight c6 is actually very unfortunate because I didn't want to play it. But then I hovered my mouse over the knight, and my mouse is so sensitive that suddenly my structure is just in ruins. Though here I guess I'm already slightly worse, to be honest. Not a very good position. I should just have played rook takes a7 instead of knight takes a7. This is a very bad problem, to be honest, to play knight takes a7. Terrible. Unbelievable. I hate losing so badly, especially to a much lower rated player. It's the absolutely worst feeling, but I guess I need to move on. I mean, if I'm in a bad mood, then I don't play well exactly. I should have taken with the pawn here, to be honest, so that the pawn is a bit defended on c6 by the knight. And okay, I mean, it's clear that white is much better, but not losing. Even though he might have the same idea, rook takes e7 followed by queen c8. Yeah, my rook on a6 is undefended, what can I say? Maybe this is also an issue, yeah? That rook a6 is a move I really want to avoid playing. So maybe I shouldn't have played it. I think knight e7 is the better move, to be honest, as opposed to what I did. Let's have a look at other games, guys. Oh, Grishuk finished his game. How did it go? Wow, he won. Wow, what a streak he's on, winning 5 games in a row. Okay, this is a draw. I'm not sure what the players will do. Obviously white shouldn't go knight g5 here due to rook g8, and it would be a nasty pin, but black can try a little bit because black has a little bit more time and the rook. So it's slightly more difficult to play for white, but should be a draw. Though it's not stupid to play on for black, because you never know, white could make a mistake and suddenly black is winning. Oh, sorry. What other games? Wonderful Time is a pretty strong IM. I wonder why he's not a GM. I mean, he seems very strong in Blitz Online, at least. Yeah, this is actually a draw, guys, because if white now promotes, then black could actually take it. And it turns out that white has the wrong colored bishop, because white isn't able to push black's king away anyhow. So let's pretend that white is trying to win this. If you try and push off black's king with king c8, it's suddenly stalemate. But if instead White would have had a light squared bishop. This could maybe have been winning. Wow, wonderful time. What a nice part, saying nice defense to his opponent to manage to hold the draw. I've never seen anyone be this kind, to be honest. Wow, what a nice guy. Okay, let's have a look at the next game. Black is trying to win this, but not anymore. Wow, rook takes a3, very nice move, because after bishop takes a3 it's a stalemate. That's very beautiful. Let's have a look at the game between Setu. Black won. Wow, a national master with almost 2,700 in Blitz. It's not often you see that. Ooh, big fish, Vladimir Fedoseev, a very strong player from Russia. Okay, this position is a dead draw. White might be a pawn up, but there's absolutely no way for White to make progress. Though, of course, you can try and move back and forth and hope for something, but it's... Who are you fooling, to be honest? Only yourself. Ah, isn't this the guy who managed to beat me? Yeah, it is. He won again. Wow, 4 points. Congrats. He's had a very nice tournament so far. Oh, this is interesting. I actually saw my friend play, but I guess it's late now. We get Matt Apples from America. Okay, fair enough. 2,300 in rating. Yeah, I guess I could keep his rating visible. I'll go for d5, e6. Bishop b4. This could easily transpose to the Ragazin, but White also has some additional options. Okay, now it's the Ragazin defense. It's a very interesting opening positionally for both White and Black. This is actually the move I play as White. I think it's very positionally sound. Do I play e3 instead of bishop g5? Bishop h4 isn't the best move. I think you can punish it by going for the aggressive g5 and the knight e4. Though I don't know the theory that well here. I think after rook c1 I'm not sure what you do. Maybe play h5. That seems pretty reasonable to me. After rook d1 go h5. It seems as if black is better. Because usually after h6 you take on f6 and give up the bishop pair. But in the main line you get the bishop pair back though. Du sugeras. Hey! Yeah, hello everyone and welcome to this video. Yeah, that's what I say every time. Blitz and chill, who are you? Who are you, man? Blitz and chill. Yeah, I know, 2 points isn't very nice. Okay, I wanted to go h5 here. Wow, I was reading the chat for like 20 minutes and my opponent had made a move. Oh no. Yeah, I want to play h4 now. This h5 idea with the move h is a very typical idea. Yeah, that's slightly illegal, trying to cheat again, but the server won't let me. I'll play bishop d7 maybe. Yeah, sure. If knight takes c6, I'll play bishop takes c3 and then take on c6. And my idea of h4 is still very relevant. Ska du spela ett pausa? I'm not sure if I will play later on Blitz and Chill. I might. Yeah, not the streak for sure, Blitz and Chill. Even though I'm so good, you don't have to be jealous, man. Come on. Wait, my opponent blundered. Blunder alert, knight takes e5. Let's go. Yes, I tricked him. I got a piece for free. Such a tactical beast. Let's take on g3. So chill, just playing with a piece up. See, let's play knight g6, I guess. I guess I'll take with a bishop if he takes on e6. Because obviously if I take with a pawn, I'll take black. I'm not sure if I... No, I'm better than Jens Ingebretsen. Come on, don't make me laugh, man. Okay, queen e4, trying to be active. Okay. c6, I guess, seems pretty reasonable. I can pre-move bishop takes e6, why not? Blitz and Chill, no, I'm not worse than Jens Ingebretsen. Never, ever. I might play afterwards, I'm not sure, it depends on how many viewers I have. and on my mood. If I do well and win like the remaining games, then it's very likely that I'll play afterwards. But if I continue losing to everyone, then I won't. Let's play queen d5. Yeah, so many nice squares. And it becomes very easy to use them as well when you're a piece up. Can I say hello everyone and welcome to this video? Fine. Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Yeah, I know, it's such a funny intro. So many people make fun of that on my YouTube chess channel, but what can I do? Yeah, it's kind of funny though. It's good to laugh. It's good. If it makes people laugh, I'm not complaining. It's good to have pleasure in life and laugh. Let's play bishop f5 maybe. Queen e4 seems reasonable, you know. It's so pleasant to play with a piece up, because you just destroy your opponent's idea so easily. Oh, look at this ugly structure, guys. Oh, I'm sure there are kids watching. If there are any kids here, then look away, guys, look away. This pawn structure here is too ugly. It's not for kids, that's for sure. Should watch different things, because you know, even for adults it's difficult to handle looking at such pawn structures. I want to puke, I want to throw up. Look, yeah, Blitz and Chili, if you gotta look away, man. If you're a kid, of course, I don't know. Not being prejudicial, or whatever it's called in English. My opponent wants to win a pawn back. He's a smart man, he's a smart man. Let's push h4, I guess, and then take with the knight on h4 if he takes back. Okay, gives a check. Let's play king b8. Let's take the pawn. A pawn. Pawns are to be taken, as I love saying. Can take here, and then I might be winning a pawn. Pawns are to be taking. Maybe he has rook f1, but then bishop d5, yeah. Seems pretty good for me, that as well. The rook f6. I need to be just a bit careful with this knight, to be honest. I don't want to lose my piece. What to do? Let's play bishop d5, I guess, defending my pawn on f7. Knight h4 makes sense. Knight g6 is the idea, and then I could take on h6. Okay, let's be greedy. Yeah, I don't see what my opponent could do here to try and punish my greed. I get my king onto b6, where it's pretty safe. I think I have to move c5 here. Though, oh, maybe he can play bishop takes b7. Oh no. Maybe he has some very slight drawing chances in this position. Yeah, I gotta be cautious. I guess I'll take and play a6. Try and keep the pawns defended. It's obviously a win, but I have a bit little time, so I need to be somewhat careful. Let's go here, I guess. Maybe knight c4 next. Gluing this knight in on this lovely square. Let's go rook d6, trade off the rook. Let's get my king active, and then I'm able to take both his pawns, I think. Pretty easily. My opponent might have stalemate ideas. I need to be a bit careful, maybe. Okay, not anymore. I think a3 was a very bad move by my opponent, because he doesn't have stalemate ideas anymore. Let's push a4. Then invade with the king and I win the pawn. Nice. This is good. This is how we want it to be. Let's play king b3. Take control over the promotion square and just push the pawn. And that's a queen. That'll be game over. I think my opponent might have been able to have a draw. How many norms I have? I have 0 norms. It's crazy. No, yeah, Matte's trick is actually right. I forgot I have 23 norms. Let's have a quick look at the game. Yeah, this is a rare variation, and I think here it's very clear that black is better. It didn't help when my opponent just blundered a piece. but completely out of the blue. It seemed as if he might have had chances to hold the draw. I went a bit fast through this game, but I think the main moment is here when he can just go king a1. And I'm not sure how I make progress in this position, to be honest. Ah, it isn't a draw. I don't think it's a draw after all. Because eventually... Just need to be a bit careful. How do I do this in the correct move order? I need to do some kind of triangulation. Let's say he makes a mistake. Though even here I need to be super careful. Oh my. Wow, maybe it is a draw. You're on IM. Blitz and chill. Yeah, but his rating is like below 2200, yeah? Yo, Blitz and chill, you gotta relax, man. Don't talk like that to my good friend Mottestreak 2003. Yeah, what's up, Blitz and chill? Come on, I thought you were just chilling, man. Thought you were just chilling. Let's have a look at the top games that are being played. It's taking some time to find them. My computer is lagging maybe. Ooh, the chess on a roll, 5 out of 5. International Master to Minfu. Wow, what a brilliant tournament. An International Master has only played one draw and won the rest of his games. This is an incredible performance. What is this in the chat? Your mom is ugly? Your grandma? What is this? What are those ninja faces, man? Wow, this is a lot of spamming from Blitz and Chill. Okay, I guess I won't ban you because I don't like banning people, but I'm sure many streamers would have banned you, but you should be thankful, Blitz and Chill, because I don't ban. Wait, is Blitz and Chill Siako? Because that explains a little, if that's the case, then I can understand. I'm not the streak here, his dad, I don't know, probably not. I mean, if you're born in 2003 and he claims to be born in 2002, then he's 1 year older, and it's a bit difficult to be the dad when you're 1 year younger. I don't think it's possible, or at least according to current human knowledge. Whoa, Blitz and Chill, relax, man. You don't need to be so aggressive in the chat. Really? Really, is that Ellen, Blitz and Chill? Is that actually Ellen? Why on earth does he pretend that he's born in 2002 and is born in 2005? How do you know Mottestreak? Mottestreak, how could you know that? I think so. I don't know. I wouldn't be so sure. Yeah, I'll definitely ask Ellen afterwards if he is Blitz and Chill or not. But it's strange. I think he's playing the event so that he wouldn't be looking at the chat. Was a planned break? How many rounds have I played? There are 6 games, yeah, then I don't get why there's a break now. Ah, because there is one final game still going. Mottestreak is Hitler? What? Come on, man, you can't just call my good friend Mottestreak for Hitler. I mean, Mottestreak comes from Palestine. No, from Pakistan, I think. That's... hopefully I'm not getting this wrong. That's very far... Iraq. Oh, sorry. Iraq, Pakistan, same stuff, man, same stuff. But that's definitely not the country Hitler would come from. So no, I don't think Mottestreak is Hitler. That Yuck, Pakistan. This is so funny how racist that is. Yuck, Pakistan. Yeah, I mean that's definitely something Ellen could write. Wow! White is winning this! Oh my gosh! How can White win this? Oh, I feel so bad for Black. How on earth could you win such a position? Just look at this position, guys. It's, maybe it was winning for some time actually, because the idea of Queen f7 is very powerful. You have an online class. Okay, Devish the King, I hope you enjoyed the stream for as long as you stayed. Oh, Anthony Antonasov, isn't that a big fan of Chessbra? Hey! Yeah, let's try. Let's go c4 in this game, maybe. Let's see what he will do next, which opening my opponent will choose. Yeah, Anthony Antonasov is a very known player. Because he knows the chess brass very well. Ah, the Grunfeld. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the Grunfeld is either you get a very good position or a very bad position. If you know it, you get a good position, so I should definitely study it some more. For sure. Because with my current knowledge, I'm not too impressed with the Grunfeld. I mean, I remember the move Rook c1 here and a couple of moves, but it's not like I remember that much. Because here I have d5, no? Yeah, d5 looks very strong here. As the pawn on c3 is protected and I get to move d5 with a tempi. Though maybe it's not that strong for me, but it's decent. I think white should be better now. I think my opponent will play knight e5 and then I could maybe take and play bishop e2. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable to me. And then just get the pieces out and white has some more central control, you could argue. So I'm not too pessimistic of this position. Okay, b6. Defending the pawn on c5, I guess, so not too stupid idea. f4 is something you typically do here, but it's a bit risky, but let's do it. I don't think it's a problem. I wonder if I will ever play the move f5, because f5 is truly risky. Let's go bishop f3 maybe. I don't know if c4 is a possible move for my opponent, but I think it gives a lot of squares. Blitz and chess, who are you? Blitz and Shell, come on, Shell, tell me who you are. Trigista is better than me. He's better than me at eating. That's for sure, but chess, I don't know. But at eating is definitely better. Hopefully he's not watching it, as that's so cruel on my part. But Russians are cold-hearted, cruel beings. Let's go c4, supporting this pawn chain. Supporting my center. If queen a4, I guess maybe queen e2 is possible, defending my central pawns. I don't know if e5 is a move I want to make and just try and dominate the center entirely. Yeah, Halvar Hoef, I'm playing Anthony Antonasov. Very known supporter of the chess brass. Let's go queen e2, I guess. Maybe rook fd1 next. Maybe bishop g4, I don't know. Maybe. You never know. You never know. Wow, this is a very interesting decision by my opponent. I'm not sure if it's good, but it's interesting for sure. It's tempting to even consider moves like bishop g4 and then f5. Yeah, let's play bishop g4, f5, bishop h3, and it becomes very unclear, but I like it. I've lost way too much rating to this kid. How many times have you played Anton Antonasov, Halvard Hoef? I guess I'll play bishop h3. If pawn takes e3, I guess I'll take with a rook. If pawn takes f4. Now I just want to take the pawns and give him a bad structure. Halvard Hoef, how many times have you played Anthony Antonasov? I have to go eating now. Okay, I'm at the streak, but be quick to eat because I want you to come back soon, my friend. Yeah, if he takes, I'm planning to take with the rook, bishop h6, rook e f3, pawn takes, queen takes, rook e8. Very sharp stuff happening. Let's take here, I guess. Should be in my favor because I think my opponent gets a weak f-pawn. If he takes on e4, I push e6 and have a lovely pawn chain. Okay, is rook e8 a problem? I don't think so. Then I simply defend my bishop. So I don't see the issue. Next, I maybe want to play queen h5. I don't know. So that my opponent doesn't have queen takes e3 tricks. Blitz and chill, why on earth did you write that now? You've lost to him 20 times. Okay, Halvard Hoef, I'll really try to get the revenge for you. Come on, I need the motivation and the pump up. Let's go, guys. Let's take the revenge for my good friend Halvard Hoef, whose dreams have been crushed and torn apart by this young Anthony Antonasov guy. I have lost 11 and you have 8 wins. But okay, then you've got some wins. It's not like he's won every time in that case. Okay, I guess I will take here. Bishop takes e5. I think he needs to play. Then I might have bishop takes f4. Then he has bishop d4. Okay, bishop takes f4. Rook takes e1. Seems to work out for him. Bishop e6. Rook takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Pawn takes e7. Rook moves. Doesn't look too great. Let's just keep it simple and play bishop f2. I guess I'll take with the rook. Maybe try and play rook e7 at some point. Yeah, why not now? A bishop e6, and then I could play d6 and try and push my d-pawn up the board. Try and make a new queen. Make a lady. I mean, it's really nice when you get a new lady. You know, it's refreshing. You have this new lady to do stuff with. It's fun. It's fun. I think I can just push here now. Then he might have bishop h4 and bishop f6, but I think it's good for me nevertheless. Because I get to take on f4, and I have bishop h4 idea, so I think he needs to go bishop g5. Because now I thought I would have the move bishop h4 and it would be very strong for me. Because my pawn just seems to queen right now. Alright, this poor Anthony Antonasov guy was mercilessly destroyed. Let's have a look at this game. This is what I talk about against the Grunfeld. This is one example of when you get a really good position out of the opening. I think knight c6 is a possible line, but I don't really believe it's any good because it allows d5 with tempi, you know. Bishop d2 is the way to go. I mean, like, right away. Yeah, bishop d2 is definitely a variation, but I don't think it's that good practically. Are you talking about bishop d2 in this position, Halvard HF? The fifth move, right? Yeah, fifth move. Yeah, this is a very interesting variation. Alexei Dreyev plays it, so it can't be too stupid, but theoretically it's not standing too well, but it could be a good surprise weapon. I'm not saying anything against that. It's not a bad idea. It is logical to recapture on c3 with the bishop instead of with the pawn. In the game I went e4, however, which is the main line. c5, bishop e3 castles, rook c1. I mean, the idea of this move is to go d5, so after knight c6 I am able to play d5 with tempi, so it can't be that great. Blitz and chill, come on, what do you mean by writing such a word in the chat? I'm always getting good positions with it. Tänker han fick fördel. What? When on earth do you think Anthony Antonasov had a better position in my game? Okay, tell me, man. Where on earth did my opponent have a better position? I don't understand what you're on about, Blitz and chill. I had a better position and then he blundered as far as I could tell. But I'm open for debate, of course, because maybe I'll see it from another perspective. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Here, b6 is a slow move. Depends the pawn, maybe. It's a slow move, nevertheless. Yeah, bishop b6. This bishop is really pointing towards granite. I think chewing granite is the expression. At my center pawns of e4, d5, they completely neutralized the bishop on b7. I went for f4, bishop here. Push. d7, I think. Bishop f3. Was it here my opponent played e5? I think so. Yeah, my instinct was to go f5, but I'm not sure if I have any compensation here. So then I thought, why don't I... Ah, wait, he went with the other rook, of course, so that the pawn on f5 is slightly more defended. e5, okay, this makes the pawn on d5 a passer, so e5 is a very risky move. Hey, Accidental Castle, welcome to the chat. I hope you're loving the stream, man. Don't forget to follow me so you don't miss out on more awesome streams. Played bishop g4, f5, yeah. But here I felt as if I have a very good chance to get an advantage because... f5, ooh, thank you so much for following me, Accidental Castle. It means a lot, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's very fun how a zombie pops out every time someone follows me. Thank you, it means a lot to me, man. Queen e7 was played in the game. Here I was intending to take with the rook, and there is a lot of pressure on the f5 pawn, so it's clear that white is better. But here in the chat, Blitz and Chill wrote that black is better, but where? Where was black better, Blitz and Chill? Are you saying after e5? But after e5 I played bishop g4, and okay, how should black be better here? I don't understand what you mean, Blitz and Chill. Yeah, I don't think it's Elam after all, because Elam has a better positional understanding. Ooh, Ammon Hambleton! You could perhaps even say he's the father of Anthony Antonasov. He probably isn't, but in a way you could say he is. After e5, bishop g4. Yeah. A lot of tension, yeah, but this position I think is good for me, because, yeah, a lot of tension on f5. So I think this is simply good for me. Ammon Hambleton, okay, it ended in a draw. Vasily Korchmar, I know this guy, I've played him many times on chess.com, and I think I have a very good score against him, like 3 wins to 1 loss or something. It's like a very nice score. Oops, wrong section. Aha Chess, yeah, she always plays those long games, and is always on the defending side as well. Poor Aha Chess having to defend worse positions in so many games right now. Isn't there a resign button? No, but it's not that easy to mate with a king and queen against a king and a knight. I've seen someone hold this position before in Title Tuesday, especially when you've got seconds left, so you know. Wow, a draw, man, yeah, but it happens sometimes that you're not able to win with the king and the queen against the king and the knight. It's not so easy. Black was better. Yeah, let's post a little link. Check it out. A stream. In case someone would be interested. Oh, now we've lost a lot of viewers. That's not nice, but what can I do? I'm sure the next game is starting very shortly. Oh wait, there is a 5-minute break. That explains it. Maybe that's why I lost all the viewers. Okay, I guess I'll actually... Black was better. Black was better, bitch. Wait a minute. Maybe I could ask Elam. If it's him. Yeah, I'm talking to him on Skype right now. Yeah, asking him if he's Blitz and Chillo too. Ska sluta. Andreas? Which kind of Andreas is this? Which guy? Wait, is that Andreas Trigesta? That's so funny. Oh no. Yeah, I guess it was the guy I was talking about. You heard the Blitz and Chill. Did you hear the thing about who was better? When you wrote that Andreas was better than me? Yeah, I think you might have if you're threatening that you'll beat me up. Wow, that's so funny, guys. I think it's Andreas Trigesta. Yeah, writing it, tell him that. Oh, this is so funny, guys, because I insulted him quite badly. Ah, no, it is Andreas Karl. Sluta då där, Andreas. Black was better, bitch. Oh, I got him so triggered, guy. I got him so triggered. Oh, come on, it was just a joke, man. Oh, it actually... Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm writing to my good friend Elam this story because I think it's so funny. Yeah, sharing the story with a good friend. Oh, that's so funny, Andreas. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Well, slightly. I mean, as far as I remember, you've gone down a bit in weight, but not that much, but a little bit. But I'm sure you'll go down in weight if you will follow this channel. Wait, is this actually Andreas? Yeah, it could be, because I think he's also one of the guys who could write Pakistan yak. That's gross. This is so funny, guys. You know, so for everyone who doesn't know, the guy who I said is better at when Blitz and Chill wrote that Andreas is better than me, I wrote yeah at eating, and it turns out that Blitz and Chill is Andreas Tryggestad. That's so funny. Kaster opp, så skal jeg spise det. Why on earth would you eat what I would throw up? What kind of... Why would you? I mean, the food that I eat sometimes tastes good, but I don't think it tastes equally good if I throw it up afterwards, so I wouldn't recommend it. I think I've got the next game starting very shortly. This is some serious humor here. Yeah, I mean, I have been laughing constantly for like a couple of minutes now. When our game begins, I get sketchy moves. Let's see if he's going to make some sketchy moves against me, I wonder. I wonder if he will. He might not, we'll see. Yeah, b3, sketchy move. Let's go knight f6. d5, I'll try the setup with bishop f5. That's what I tend to do, but I should have a closer look at this opening as well, perhaps, to have more than the system with bishop f5. Wow, he's really triggered, Andreas. I didn't mean to trigger you that badly, only to trigger you a little. Ah, yeah, he has d3 now. Why did I give him this? Now he's much better. Oh no. Yeah, I should have played h6. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, maybe I should look a little bit less at the chat due to some of the things Andreas writes there. Let's play knight d7 or c5 with knight c6. I'll play knight d7, I guess. Another setup is c5 knight c6, but I'll be more passive with d5 c6 because I had a really bad experience once. Perhaps I want to play e5 at some point. That's very well possible. This is an idea. I guess I'll castle kingside. I don't know if a5 is interesting, but maybe a5 is not too stupid of a move at all. Yeah, maybe a5 is a move I could play with the idea of a4. Looks completely positional. Oh no, that's so gross, Andreas Tryggestad. That's so gross. I don't even think, for everyone who's not Norwegian, I envy you, because oh, that's so disgusting. It's a bit funny though, so there's always two sides to the coin. I don't know if b5 is an interesting move, but I'll try it actually. I don't think it's that bad of a move. Trying to put some pressure on his center as well. I guess I'll play rook fd8. My rook is probably better on d8. And then it's not so simple what to do next. a4, b4, which pawn break to go for, yeah? Huh. Guess I'll just play queen b7 for now. I don't know if knight b6 is something I want to play. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Hard to say. I have the idea of a4, b5, c5. I don't know how great it is. Doesn't look too stupid. Let's try that out. Let's see how my opponent will react. No, I don't believe it's Andreas Tryggestad. He's not that childish. Maybe it's an imposter, guys. I think we might have an imposter. My idea is obviously that after pawn takes c5, knight takes c5, I'm threatening cheeky tricks with knight b3. Trying to play this dirty. How to take back, with knight or with a pawn? Could also consider taking here. Takes with a knight, bishop takes, pawn takes b4, bishop h6, bishop f8. Yeah, it looks a bit risky, but let's do it. Bishop takes d7, I'm intending to take on f8. And if he ever goes bishop h8 or bishop h6 trying to threaten mate. Here I thought I would have knight takes c5 with the idea of knight b3. This would be quite pleasant for me. I guess I'll play bishop f6, try and exchange off his bishop pair. If he plays d4, he now closes down his bishop. Oh no, I don't want to pre-move that. Okay, knight takes f6. I'm threatening the pawn on d3, so we should react in some way or another. This move looks slightly interesting. Though maybe it's not that great. I don't know actually. It might not. My opponent gets ideas of bishop f3, so this is slightly annoying actually. If I go knight e4, he might simply answer bishop f3. So I need to be a bit careful. But maybe I could go with the other knight. Knight takes, bishop f3, queen d5. Yeah, let's go with this knight, I guess. Sure, let's do it. My idea is if pawn takes c5, then knight takes d2. Hopefully I'm not blundering anything with this tactical move, because it is possible to blunder something here, that's for sure. If bishop, okay, here I wanted to take with knight on e4 and then go queen d5 at some point and claim that the queen is very strong on d5. Ah, yeah, my opponent is putting quite annoying pressure on my pawn. I'm gonna have to play rook b8 maybe to defend against it. Not the move I want to make, but sometimes you have to play moves you don't want to play. Let's play queen d5. Maybe I gave him rook c5, but then I have queen takes c5. No, I don't. I gave him rook c5. Oh no. Yeah, that's not very good. He found it. Okay, let's go back. Queen b7, something I really don't want to do. He has got a pretty annoying pin for sure. My position is terrible now. How could I let my position become so bad? What a catastrophe. But you know, gotta keep fighting. If I resign, then it won't be good. So it's better to try and win at least. Queen b3 next is definitely, it's maybe an idea. I don't know how great of an idea it is, but it could be interesting. Let's take with a queen. d5, I have to play e5, I guess. If he goes for the move d5. If he moves his rook, I guess I'll just play rook c8. So it's not that obvious. He wants to play queen e7. This makes a lot of sense. Let's defend with rook e8. This is not the ideal way to defend, but what can I do? Here my idea was rook here, but then it simply loses, so I'm just dead lost. Oh no. Yeah, it's never nice when you figure out you have a lost position, but what can you do? Also not doing so well on time, but not sure if that's the first priority. I want to try and exchange of rooks with rook e8 next, maybe. Yeah, makes a bit of sense. Though he can obviously win a pawn, but I guess I get a passed pawn on a3 at least, so it's not that clear. Wow, I had really little time left after I made the move. That's a bit frustrating. Yeah, this is a very smart in-betweener by my opponent, which I missed. I guess b4 is my only source of counterplay. And then play a3 and at least claim that I have a passed a-pawn. And then further try and push it somehow. No, I lost on time! Hell! Bloody hell! Holy smokes! Might of course be losing anyways, but doesn't help to lose on time. Though it's not clear at all. Yeah, I think it's actually a draw in the end when I lost on time. That's so unfortunate. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, that's so annoying. Holy smokes. Yeah, this is so unfortunate. Holy smokes, I can't believe it. Yeah, in this position, I mean, it's very equal and dry, but I let him get some tension and suddenly was completely winning. But in the end position, I managed to trick him a little and get a lot of counterplay with this pawn. So I simply think it's a draw here because I'm in time to play this. Or at least I should be in time. Threatening a2, so d7, I'll go a2. d8 queen, then rook b8 should be winning. Though who knows, to be honest, maybe it isn't. So I need to go king e7, but I think it's a draw at least. Blitz and chess claiming that it's karma. Blitz and chess. Yeah, what an annoying loss on time there. But I'm playing with the touchpad. I mean, this is why I actually began Twitch. You know, I'm hoping to get a little bit of money so that I could actually get a real mouse. So that it doesn't take 2 seconds to make a move unless I pre-move. This is quite annoying for sure. And also, I wonder what the streak means by that. Wow, I hear the discussion in the chat. That's always funny. Yeah, in the opening I misplayed it a little. I shouldn't play bishop e7 here, I think. Maybe h6 is better, so after knight h4 I can play bishop h7. Let's have a look at the top games, guys. Yeah, I wonder who's leading the tournament. It's not me for sure. What a heated discussion in the chat. Oh no. It's a bit funny as well, though. It's a bit funny as well. Oh wow, no one has 8 points. Well, what a drawn position. I guess the opponents are trying to flag each other. Black has very slightly more active piece. Okay, well, I didn't notice it was check for a moment, so I thought that the bishop was hanging. Wow, I mean, these guys totally... They play on so much. I mean, when they've got a rook and a bishop, they still try and flag each other. That's a bit amusing to... Ooh, and we get this guy. We ain't Sherpal. I've actually played him before in real life. I was completely winning up 3 pawns. The computer gives like -5. And then... What? I thought you weigh much more, Andreas Trigestad. I'm funny sometimes.
You are not funny.
Oh wow.
You are not funny.
What do you do here? Don't you do something like this? No, I messed up. Or did I? I'm not sure. I think you play like queen b3 or something. And then you go e4 at some point, some stuff like this, and then knight e5, but who knows, I might be wrong. Let's try it nevertheless, though. Let's pretend that I know theory well. Wonder if queen takes d4 is possible. Could be. Then queen takes f7. Yeah, becomes super sharp afterwards. Oh, that was a nice roast. What a streak. Oh, I'm not sure Trigestad will ever in his life recover from such a strong roast. Poor Andreas Trigestad. Yeah, but this... And then I just managed to walk into a fork over the board. Okay. Blitz and chill. So offended. Poor guy. No, but if you want to blitz and chill, I could call your mom and she could get you. I don't have a sister. What a roasting battle. Let's ruin my opponent's structure a little. While we are at it, let's get our bishop out into the game. Then maybe I want to castle next. We'll see. My opponent is clearly worse here. I have no idea. Yeah, I think I might have tricked him a little bit because... Okay. Maybe a knight takes e4 is possible, but it's probably possible next move anyway. Yeah, my opponent has terrible development, struggling to get his pieces out for sure. It's very weak pawns. He's got a pawn to compensate, but ska banken. Okay. Guess I'll play rook e1. If queen takes d4, if queen takes e6, and there should be something there that wins. Okay, knight d7. What to play? Guess I'll take on e4 maybe, and then take on e4 with rook. This looks completely sensible on my part. It is not a... I don't know. I think it's... Yeah, I don't remember who it was. Who Mattis trick is. And even if I would remember, I wouldn't tell you. And are you asking who Andreas Trigestad is? Yeah, it's this chess player who's very skinny. I'm threatening knight takes c6 in this position. Knight takes d7 as well, actually. So, you know, I've got a clear advantage. Obviously, after knight takes d7, my opponent wants to play king takes d7. I have queen g5 as well, actually, but let's just take on c6 and be fancy this way. Queen takes c6, I have rook takes c6, so maybe king d6 is necessary. This is strange. Here I thought it would be very easy to attack his pieces. Let's go. Which move? Let's play queen f3. Or, do I have anything better? Maybe knight e5. Yeah, knight e5 also looks pretty strong. Let's try that out and take with rook maybe. Yeah, I want to go queen f4 next, and then after king g8, my opponent's rook will be a little out of play. Let's go d5 maybe. With the idea of pawn takes e6, that looks pretty decent to me. Yeah, his rook on h8 is very ugly for sure. My sister! My sister is talking with Andreas Trigestad. That is so funny. Okay, let's go queen g4 maybe. Yeah, seems reasonable. If pawn takes e6, I think I have queen e6, rook 7, queen here, rook back, and then rook e8. I should have the same thing here. Oh, I need to be careful, he's threatening the pawn on f2. My opponent is being very cheeky. Let's defend it, I guess. But then suddenly it's not this clear anymore, yeah? But my pawn on d5 should decide. Though it's not equally clear anymore. What to play? d6 takes. Let's play d6. Maybe my pawn should decide, my d pawn, but it's also very risky to go for this. So I don't know if I should, to be honest. But it's too late now, what can I do? I went for it. Oh, my sister is being a bit funny there. I think I have to move d7 actually. Because if my opponent takes my queen, I will push my pawn to d8. Yeah, I think my opponent missed that. Oh no! I missed that he could take there. Now it's just equal. Oh no! No, how could I not win this position? This is crazy, guys. Let's try and win it nevertheless, though. Yeah, maybe g3 next makes sense. Though I could maybe play with b1 and then g3. g2. What a crazy position not to win, guys. Let's play h3. Maybe mess up his pawn structure. He has this move. Yeah, that's annoying. King g1 maybe. Yeah, it's not a good position at all. Suddenly I'm left with no winning chances at all whatsoever. This is very unfortunate for sure. Let's give a check and then go here maybe. Seems kind of reasonable. Yeah, but okay, still fighting, grinding it out, trying to win. Let's just take and then play king d3 maybe. Yeah. b3, sensible. Follow, I'll check after this game who it was. Okay, king e4, but no, I gave him king c4, oh no. Oh no, if I lose this I will be so mad. Oh, it's dead lost now, oh no. Oh bloody hell, how come I can lose these positions? This is absolutely pathetic. It takes here. Unbelievable, I was so winning. I can't believe that my opponent didn't lose. Incredible. This is so embarrassing losing to this guy. I mean, I'm so much better than him. Unbelievable. Bloody hell. I mean, I've lost so much rating. Why has it gone so badly this time? This is crazy. Unbelievable. Oh wow. What a sad defeat. I mean, I was just completely winning that game. Let's go Nordstrand gang, huh? But okay, I need to make some accurate moves. This is for sure. But I should show some caution, because here I'm just completely winning. I just pawn up, yeah? Then maybe knight e5 is unnecessary because he's able to take the pawn back. But here, yeah, I missed the move rook f8 and should instead do something else. Queen g4 is one way to win the game. Actually, any move wins. Here, I'm sure d5 wins as well. Do I play this? I don't know. Okay, takes. Queen takes e6, rook f2, and here, I don't know. This I maybe shouldn't play, but yeah, I think f3 is much better, so that queen f6 isn't an option my opponent has. Yeah, definitely f3 is a better move than rook e2. Yeah, my sister is always funny. Queen f6, what did I do? I pushed d6, h6, d7. And here it's, this is so pathetic, I missed queen takes h8, fuck. I didn't say that, sorry guys, I didn't say that. You didn't hear that, you didn't hear that. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I lost to this guy in the winning position again, yeah? This is completely crazy. I can't believe it, I mean, even if I win the last game. What? It was the last round? What? I only got 4 out of 9 points? That's awful! It's horrible, bloody hell. No, Blitz and Shilla are much better than you. But not at eating, of course, but still, no, a chess. Let's have a quick look at who won, guys, and I guess that'll be it. For this terrible title Tuesday. I mean, you could definitely call it Tilted Tuesday, that's for sure, because it went awfully. Sean Sargisian won, I guess congrats to him. Alright everyone.